controversies, racism, retiring creator,
and a show's last act.
Wait. What's the date today? The last act is out?
If you just missed the intro, as you can tell, the last act is out for the Amazing Little Circus. And this script, I've been holding it back for so long. I can't lie, I've been procrastinating like a mother, because there was so, like, first things first, I still can't really edit much. I can film, I can film a lot, but I can't really edit, you know, which is useless. But you know, I'm gonna be back to my editing. But before we say anything, I know the last episode's out. All right, I'm sorry, I didn't get this video out. I'm a procrastinator. I haven't seen no leaks, no spoilers, no nothing. So I don't want to hear it. Okay, let me. I have to. I wrote this script for a reason. I gotta get this out. Okay, but that last episode, before the last episode, yo, that was amazing, bro. I was editing the whole time. I need to really get my procrastination off. Like, this is a problem. Anyways, bro, yo, free law off the back. Free law back to back. You gave us the creation of Kane, then show us scratching them. Damn. Okay, we just get everything free today. I love it. But I'm wondering, like, did Kane kill his brother? I've seen some people call the other AI Abel now, not the one fake IO, like the actual blue thing. Call him Abel, and I think it might still be alive somewhere in there, you know. But we were all right. Kinga did work at CNA. That's not really a shock. We all knew about that. That's just something that we've been theorizing for time. He's a former employee. You know, it's not a game that they're working on. We're working on a generative type of AI that can make stuff on its own. Also, the battle with Kane reminded me from like the little clip from Age of Ultron, where Ultron is born and then he takes out Jarvis, which is why I feel like, you know, the other AI isn't dead, because, you know, Jarvis was still around inside Ultron, still alive. Bits of him was still there, so I figured that could be still a thing. Also, like, a little side note, when that one clip scene from episode 7, it reminded me of that one PS2 scene where PS2 screen where like your disc wouldn't work, or you didn't have a disc inside the PS2. Now hold on, I'm not just saying shit. I'm not just like, I'm truly starting to believe these guys might not be real, and it's got to do with a breakdown I watched from this YouTuber called Amadici, or Amadici, I think. I think I say so, yeah. And he breaks down the whole computer sequence between Kinga and Kang. And if you look carefully at the code, the one thing that convinced me was that the cast isn't real was like this. Let me show you. I got 3 defining factors to help me come to this conclusion, right? Here's the first clue. We get this after the opening sequence where Kane mentions how everybody's body came to be and how he's responsible, saying he uses their mind files.
I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too!
He's openly stating that he's using their minds or memory files, that he looked into them to help create and shape how they look based on whether it's through their fears, mental issues, in the real world. How they would look, meaning Kane is deliberately responsible for bringing Zubul and her, is this Morphia, I think? I don't think I'm in the right one. Or Gangle, the masks, Pomni looking like a jester, and Bragatha being a doll. Alright, clue 2. Now, when Kinga is attempting to shut down Kane, and yes, he's trying to shut him down. He didn't try to kill him, right? That's Kane's own fault or Bubbles, one of them two. We see him go into Kane's code, and when we see multiple folders and files, also W password, shout out Kinga. We learn about Kinga's possible name, which is Grant. Everyone believes it's Grant. It's probably his Grant. If you've seen the film already, you probably know his name. But back to the showdown. In the code, we see consciousness, research, and brain scans, which lets me believe every time one of these guys have put on the headset, nothing happened to them. They walked in, they put the headset on, and they left. And what really happened would be is the computer would scan their brains the moment they put it on their head and load up their consciousness straight to it. Because where would their bodies be? Think about it. The first person who puts the headset on, wouldn't the next person who enters that abandoned building find a like skeleton body or something? Not one person mentions a body being there or any skeleton. Like, I first thought about like Jumanji, when they all pick a character and they all get sucked into the game. Like, I thought it'd be like that, you know, they're pulled into the game. That's so even though there's no like bones, maybe like they are being sucked in. But with these new facts that I found, like there's little logic to that theory, and that they might actually be copies of each person's mindscape. Also, Scratch was probably trying to prolong his life with a copy of himself. Think about Tony Stark. You You know, he had a hologram of himself that was around while he was in a coma. That's probably what, you know, Scratch was trying to do since he was going to die. He had cancer. Now, this leads into my next part of the theory. And for that, we gotta talk about another show. Now, while researching my theory, I found some calling this the idea that the Soma theory from the horror game The Soma. Little fun fact: it was like one of the first games I got on PS Plus when I got my PlayStation 4, and I never actually got to play it on my PS4. You know, maybe I can do it for Speaker Saturday or something. This theory is referred to as a Soma theory for some, but I'm gonna call it the Holo theory since that's what I was using as a reference. And I can't lie to you, when I thought about this theory, I'm thinking, oh my god, I cracked the code. I got it. I'm a genius. I'm him. Just to find out, I'm not the only one who's had this idea. Many people thought about the Soma theory. I think I heard even MatPat has had this idea as well. But you know, it's just game theory, which he's gonna cover all bases. So let me have something. But reading the overview of the show has, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna make sure I don't go into any of the spoilers. But I will be speaking about season 2, so skip ahead if you want to hear about that. But reading the overview of the show, he has 3 teams working together to find their way from a mysterious world where the magical portals, puzzles, and crazy monsters. And not just that, they also have powers. Now, spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the show, the first season ends with the kids escaping and winning. We find out it's a game show, and they go home, and we're done. Cool. Play my outro. But we're not there yet. We're not done. The theory's not finished. Actually, we come back for a second season, and in the second season, they're all home, but still cartoons. When the first season ended, they were all actual people, real. So when they leave the game, it becomes live action. But we learn as the show progresses that we're thinking when we first start season 2, like, oh, they've gone back to the art style for this for some reason, just for the show. But we learn as the episodes progress in the second season that they're digital copies, and that they're in this world that the real of them are gone and left the moment the headsets came off. You know, see what I'm talking about? It's all coming together now. It's all coming together. Stay with me. Also, we got to speak about how I have no mouth and I must scream, since the Amazing Digital Circus is literally inspired by the book. And I don't think Jax is surviving, I'll be honest. He's definitely gone. Yeah, he's gonna be trapped alone, since he is based on the Ted character, and Ted meets the gruesome fate so that everyone can technically escape, I guess. Not really, but hey, they don't no longer in this nightmare. And the same might happen for Jax. It feels like this is the year of redemptions for flawed characters. You know, we had A-Train, may he rest in peace, bro. And Jax is, you know, next. And you know, obviously a lot of people have issues with Jax. He's not really like a likable character.
That's why he's crazy. Oh, okay. This guy, I kind of want him to die.
I'm proud to say that there wasn't a single moment in the Amazing Digital Circus where I didn't want to beat Jax to death with hammers. The finale did not change my mind at all.
I feel like that Goose is working towards trying to redeem him, though this is the last episode, so I'm worried it will be a little rushed, you know. But they've been really good. Maybe I'm worrying too much, but they used the last 2 episodes to help like set the seeds for this inevitable demise of Jax. Like when he was figuring out that Kinga's really an employee, he was having a panic attack on the railings, like he was close to extracting there. So I feel like we're getting close to him there. Even on one of the posters for the final episode, it has him separate from the group still. Like he's close to extracting. The bathroom scene, the balcony scene, the poster, it's close. It's very clear that Jax might not be around. I still haven't watched it yet. Like, I didn't go to cinema. I don't know if it's out on YouTube yet, but I gotta go watch it. But after watching some free videos, there are only 5 people in I Have No Mouth, but 6 in the show. And Pomni is also shown around Jax trying to help. So I think there's a chance that she might be the reason why he tries to, you know, why she might be the reason he survives. Like she's gonna put herself in a way to stop him from trying to do it like a self-sacrifice thing, maybe. But I saw a video from this person on TikTok. The video is from a YouTuber called Kel TADC, and they state this.
Worst part is that unlike Ted, Jax would probably pretend he's fine with it, but there's one thing that breaks the in-memes pattern completely, and that's Pomni. There is no Pomni in the original story. There are only 5 humans in I Have No Mouth, and Ted has nobody coming to save him. Nobody who sees through his act, nobody who cares enough to pull him back from the edge. But Gooseworks didn't write TADC with only 5 characters. She added a 6th one, and she made her the main character. And more importantly, she made her the person who keeps ending up next to Jax when it matters the most. Gooseworks confirmed that Pomni and Jax are the 2 main characters of the entire show.
So you can see from that clip that Jax is going down the route of Ted, and he won't make it at the end. But Pomni being a new character in this, she might be the anchor that saves him. And that's where I'm gonna end up with my theory. Now, obviously, I'm low level my theory video. I did the script months ago and I was supposed to film this, but I got so busy with other stuff that I didn't get to. So yeah, I don't know how the film ends yet, and I probably will do a video on that if I watch it or when I watch it. But before anything else, I know we got to speak about the controversies. So let's get into it. Well, so the controversies. First things first. You know, it's a very hard time to be a Black Amazing Digital Circus fan right now, because what is going on? We had 2 voice actors playing around with the N-word.
Fandom even faster. In this stream, they were playing Jackbox together, and 1 hour and 48 minutes in, Ashley Nichols, who voices Zooble in the series, read out a chat username that sounded like a racial slur starting with N, which is where the whole thing began to unravel.
Notice you, senpai. Aaron, sure, we notice you.
She did not. It just sounded like it.
Did it? I said you fucking idiot.
It sounded like another word.
No.
20 minutes after that, the same word ended up printed on an in-game shirt. The group kept voting for it, and the whole thing got laughs from everyone in the stream. When the shirt came off, Michael said, "So long," and then said the word without any apparent hesitation. When the clips resurfaced and started circulating, the reaction was fast enough that both Michael and Ashley had already seen everything within hours, and both of them chose to respond publicly.
And it's like, you know, it's clear what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. And you could say, oh, it's a little bit of fun. Or you could say, like, they shouldn't have done that. They should have known this is not a joke that they can make. You can't make other people feel bad. I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh, it was all jokes. Like, guys, it wasn't that serious. Da, da, da. Guys, if someone feels disrespected, if someone feels hurt, or if someone doesn't, like, want to support the show anymore because of that, you can't make them feel bad. You can't go, like, stop being a bitch. You can't be like, let it go. That's their feelings. You can't tell someone how to feel about a situation. Let's get to the cinema. They went back on a so what I'm understanding is they went back on a contract with Korea because they were scared they would get leaked, and it gets leaked by Brazil.
So apparently the final episode to the Amazing Digital Circus got leaked and everyone is pretty much freaking out over it. Now this all started when rumors of a leak started to spread around Twitter. However, at first people thought it was fake, but later on around 6 or so clips from the Brazilian dub containing major spoilers including the ending of the series started to pop out, and that's when people realized that the final episode had completely leaked. Not to mention that these clips started to get DMCA'd, which just further confirmed that all these leaks were in fact official.
Harder to dismiss. Goose, I think they're real. They're getting copyrighted. And Gooseworks replied, who cares? 2 words that immediately split the fandom.
Which is crazy to me. I don't know how that happened. That's crazy. So some people have seen the movie. A lot of people have refunded tickets.
You know what? Give me back my goddamn tickets. You don't deserve it. What kind of reaction is this? Wait a minute. Is this supposed to be the ending? You know what?
I've seen multiple rants.
Okay. So first, you ripped off your fans by announcing an out-of-the-nowhere theatrical release that no one asked for. Then, right after that, the voice actors' past start to resurface about them joking around.
If I am still disappointed when the full thing comes out, you can't say I'm hating, you just have to say I'm right. So I saw the full thing. Yeah, it's really bad. I have no intention of recapping it all because, frankly, I don't have the mental willpower to do so.
I haven't really watched all the rant videos because a lot of them have spoilers in it. So I was like, yeah, I'll come back to this later. Let me at least record this video and then I watch those. So then at least, yeah. But a lot of people seem to not be happy with the ending from what I'm getting. So this, but then again, Gooseworks did say, oh, it's a bittersweet ending and you're not probably gonna like it. So at least she tried to warn us beforehand. I don't know how it ends. It doesn't sound like it's gonna be good from the way people are talking and how angry they are. And I can't wait to find out how. But also we got to deal with the fact that I think Gooseworks is quitting. I mean, people saying she wants to quit because the fandom was too much and it's taking a toll on the mental health or something like that. I think I'm making that last bit out, but she doesn't. She probably won't work on another show again. The way people are reacting to everything that's happened, and honestly, I don't even fully blame them. Like, some people can be too much. But with that being said, we are actually at the end of the video and we're done here. But thank you for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that shabazz. We're finally gonna get back into a rhythm of more frequent uploads. Sorry, yeah. I'm finally getting a new device so I can finally edit faster and better. The current one I'm winning. I have edited a gameplay video. It took a while, but I finally got one, so that probably gonna be the next video or the video after that. And I will get back with the amazing Digital Circus with the ending to see how it was and everything, and see if I was right with any of my theories. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that. Check out the TikTok, and I'll see you next one. Peace.